please join me in congratulating our seniors.
Good morning, President Marbach, Principal Kirby, Sister Kathy, Board of Trustees, faculty, alumni, family, friends, and fellow classmates. 4 years ago, 88 girls convened in this auditorium for the first time as the class of 2018. Some came from a long line of Gwynedd graduates, while others were to become the first Gwynedd girls in their family. Regardless of our prior affiliation to the school, each of us walked into this very auditorium on that sunny day in September of 2014, having heard endless stories about the long morning conversations with friends in the red corridor, the number of girls who took the lack of boys as an excuse not to shower or brush their hair, the exciting and chant-filled bus rides on the way to big sports games, and most importantly, the sisterhood that would last us far beyond these 4 years. I, of course, had my doubts on that very first day, as I sat in the midst of 87 strangers, each of us having just endured a grueling photo shoot outside of the building with our parents, who wanted to capture the big day from every angle imaginable. Not to mention the fact that we were all practically drowning in our Gwynedd blazer that was 2 sizes too large, since our moms couldn't bear the thought of buying us a second one halfway through our career here. I couldn't help but sit there and think to myself, this is never going to work. At the time, it seemed impossible to envision one day seeing these same strangers as my sisters. Standing here today, however, I realize that the stories we had heard stand true. Somehow, in the blink of an eye, we ended up in this same auditorium 4 years later, several girls having joined us along the way. And as we sit here on this special day, white gloves on and red roses in hand, we are called to reflect on our Gwynedd experience. It is difficult to capture the past 4 years over the course of the next few minutes. I could, of course, attempt to offer all of you a highlight reel of our favorite, most memorable moments as a class. But even that would not truly bring to light all that we've gained during our time in the red and gold corridors. In reflecting on what I should say today, I was led to consider what it is that has made this time so special. What we will cherish about Gwynedd long after we process out of these doors. I ultimately arrived at a quote by Barbara Bush, who journeyed to this school in 1993 to address a group of Gwynedd girls. During her 1990 Wellesley College commencement speech, she urged the students, "Believe in something that is larger than yourself." If I had heard that quote 4 years ago, I would have struggled to make sense of it. Looking around this stage today, however, I see the something larger that Barbara Bush spoke of in 1990. I see what it means to be part of a group of people that represents so much more than just one person. We have journeyed through these halls together for the past 4 years, each of us on our individual path, but always part of this class and this larger Gwynedd community. And we have learned through one another the values of community, friendship, teamwork, and mercy. It was a sense of community that led us to fill the gymnasium in a sea of red and gold, to cheer for our classmates on the basketball team as they took on their greatest rivals. It was friendship that encouraged us to pack this auditorium, to watch our peers bring life to this stage in this year's production of The Little Mermaid. It was teamwork that formed our unbeatable Powder Puff team that won back-to-back championships in Gwynedd's annual Powder Puff football tournament. And it was mercy that took us to the Women of Hope facility in Philadelphia, the Catholic Heart Work Camp Project in New Orleans, and the impoverished village of Grimoire, Haiti, to share our gifts and spirit through service. We accomplished all of this. not through the work of any single person, but through the efforts of an entire group of people committed to loving and supporting one another. That is what our time at Gwynedd has been all about. And that is what we will forever cherish. The bond that perhaps only those who have ever walked through these halls can truly understand. The something larger that Barbara Bush spoke of, however, is not limited to the 93 of us. It extends to the relationships we have with our teachers, directors, coaches, and club moderators, who have encouraged us, put a smile on our face, and aided in our growth as strong, independent women of mercy. It speaks to the bond we share with our parents, who gifted us with this special and life-changing education, and continually loved and supported us even on the nights when our abundance of homework and stress made our mood absolutely horrific. And it reaches the connections that we will form with others as we move into college and even our future careers. So, as we come to the end of this ceremony and prepare to hand down our once oversized blazers to the next generation of Gwynedd girls, we realize that we will walk away with countless memories. We will forever remember September 24th, Mercy Day, on which we celebrated the Sisters of Mercy with tie-dyed red and gold t-shirts, hilarious yet slightly uncomfortable dance performances, and unending Gwynedd cheers. We will never forget our prize food company, Brock, who never disappointed us with the delicious meals and always supplied us with the comfort food we needed on those days when that test or that quiz took a turn for the worst. We will remember it all. The sports games, the pep rallies, the formals, the proms, and all of the day-to-day activities that comprised our time here. I would be doing an injustice to these 4 years, however, if I stood up here and claimed that this would all be just a memory. As we leave here today, I believe that we take with us a very important lesson. If this school has taught us one thing, it is to go out there, be bold, and show mercy to every single person along the way. And that is exactly what we will do. That lesson is what we walk away with today. More so than just a memory, a medal, or a diploma. We leave here as Gwynedd girls, and that most certainly is a badge of honor that we will wear long after this ceremony ends. I'd like to end with a word to my fellow classmates. Look around right now, to your right and to your left. Look at the girls who have stood beside you for the past 4 years, have watched you grow as a student, encouraged you in your passions, supported you through challenges, and cheered for you in your successes. Smile at one another and find joy knowing that our bond does not end the moment we step out these doors. I'd like to leave you, my classmates, with the words that a dear friend of our class once said. Whether the weather is cold, whether the weather is hot, we'll be together, whatever the weather, whether there's weather or not. Congratulations, class of 2018. May we always remember that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. Thank you.
Please be seated.